Hi, it's Gary Snedden. I'm going to play some I'm going to play some licks here that are kind of conventional, I guess. Maybe a lot of you intermediate guys, semi-advanced guys haven't heard this kind of stuff before. I'm going to play some basic licks. And I've called this tape, this demo tape, A Guitar for Dummies, #1. I'm going to plan on doing a couple of them. You know, kind of a takeoff on computer for dummies, finances for financial investing for dummies, that kind of thing. You've seen all those books. And I thought I'd make up a tape of some real basic licks for guys who don't like to practice. You know, a lot of you guys, but it's kind of that's probably not a good metaphor because you have to practice to get better on the guitar. But I'm going to give you some of these kind of licks, basic rock licks that you can and patterns and stuff that you can you know, stuff like this kind of stuff, and I'm going to basically concentrate in the key of G because I'm going to be using a lot of open strings, and the key of G is great for playing open strings on the guitar. You know, stuff like so very first thing we're going to do is tune up here. Here's my open E. My B string, G, D, A, and E. So the very first lick I'm going to show you is kind of a, I guess it's kind of a blues rock kind of lick. It's over the key of G. It sounds like this. So I'll slow that down for you guys. All I'm doing is doing a bar here. It's over the key of G, like I said. The G major on the 3rd fret, a bar chord. You can actually use it in G major or G minor. It sounds good on a G minor too. Like. So here's the lick. It's just a slide. You're on the 5th fret. You cover all 3 strings with your 3rd finger. The 3 top strings, the E, B, and G strings. Right across the 5th fret, it goes like this. You just slide it up. Give it a little vibrato, a little bend up there on the end. You could make it a major there. Just adding a G. Just adding the G hammer on there. So you get this sound. I'll do it slow. That's kind of the idea there. And all you did on the second part was just the 2 notes. First time, on the first 3 strings, you're playing 3 notes. You got that? Keep the 3rd finger there and just move it up to the 6th fret. But don't pick it, you just slur it. a slur. That's all just to play with my fingers and pick there. Then you're picking again there. Right? Okay. Then we go to the second and third string, 2 notes on the 5th fret. I'm barring the C and the E notes. And the same thing on just those 2 notes. Right? Same thing, but just doing 2 notes in here. Right? Just make it a major there. Just 2 notes there. Right? So here it is slow. There I just did some fourths. And you give me a little vibrato. So I'm just covering 2 notes there. I'm hammering on from the 3rd to the 5th fret. I'm on the 4th and the 3rd string at the 3rd fret. So I'm barring the F and the B flat, and then I immediately hammer on to the 5th fret for the C and the for the G and the C notes there on the 4th and 3rd string. Same thing on the next set of strings, 4th and 5th string. Just like a 5th and then a hammer on. That was just a hammer, just a slap harmonic on the 15th fret there. It's right over the bottom bar there. See that? Have to slam it right through the fingerboard, but just hard enough to make a sound, right? The harmonic sound. Okay, now the next lick is going to be this is kind of a stand. Oh, I should probably play how I would. That's probably how I'd play that lick. Okay, the next lick is going to be in the key of G also. It sounds like this. It's a real cool rock lick because you got this this dissonant sound in the key of G once again. You got the dissonant sound with the tritone here, right here. I've got the E and the B flat there. Played with the 3rd and 4th finger on the 1st and 2nd string. 4th finger is over the B flat. 3rd finger is over the E on the 2nd string, 5th fret. And I go like this. See all those kind of things that sound really cool close together? Those kind of notes that sound really cool close together because they're so like play that over a G. See, I'm playing the F there on the 2nd string and the open E. dissonance because the notes are really close together. This one here, the G and the F on the first and second string. First finger and fourth finger. You see my fourth on the 7th fret there. So that's kind of a cool sound, at least I think it is. Alright, let's get back to that lick we were doing. It's got a tritone on it, and here we go like this. I'm just picking it with my thumb, my guitar pick here, and my first finger. So I'm hitting the, I'm picking the B string, that E there. B flat on the first string of my forefinger, and I'm bending the second string up just a hair. So real slow, I'm doing a back pick. You can see with my wrist here, I'm doing a back pick on that. So you got. But it happens so fast that you can't really. I get, well, you can hear it, but. Here it is slow. Picking on that, on the G, D, and C, and then hammer on over the G there. Real slow. It all happens so fast that it's a lot smoother when it's played together fast, right? When you play it slow, it sounds kind of disconcerted, I guess. And for the guys that might have known, I did a little run up there. I went that's just over thirds, over G again. Just a hammer on a G triad there. I'm playing the G and the B flat, 4th and 3rd strings. I'm picking them and using my first finger too, or 3rd finger, sorry. So I got. So it's kind of a combination of my pick and my fingers on the right hand there. So here it is slow. So you got this. And then I did kind of a little slur thing down. Now the slur thing is, I guess one of the guy that does it the most is probably the Toto guy, Steve Lukather. And all you're doing is you're just starting off on a real high fret and then just slamming that note, slurring it right down. You'll start off on the 12th fret if you want it, on the B string. So you got slowly on the G string, hit the 12th fret, and bend it up a bit when you get to the 3rd fret. I'm sliding them all from the 12th fret all down to the 3rd fret. Staying on the same string with my first finger, so I got this. So I got. But you don't have to do it with your first finger. You can do it with your third, wherever you are, right? Probably the first is better to start with here. So slow. And on the same string, fifth string again. So you don't have to start on the 12th fret. I mean, you can. So you just practice that. Okay, now we got carried away here with what we're doing. Oh yeah. So you can mix those up. I mean, just practice on those back picking and stuff. Get that so you can see a little bit better here. So that's that kind of a bluesy rock licks. And also you remember that you've got your, like I said earlier, you got your open strings which sound really good too, right? See, that gives you that really dissonant. Okay, I'm gonna give you I don't want to go too long in this guitar lesson because I'll start losing you here. I'll just say that another thing that you can do when you're playing rock is a lot of it involves patterns, like a pattern like I'm thinking like this, like a. Just like that over a G, right? And you know, the pinch harmonic things, you can work on those, but that pattern I was doing was just real simple. It's over G. Holding down like a B flat harmonic there. So I got the B flat on the third string, third fret, and playing with my finger. I'm using my pick and my fingers here. My fourth finger is on the first string, sixth fret, and in the middle I've got this E going like this, and I'm barring at the second fret here, so I get this. See how that works? And you can get those high harmonic things happen if you want. So let's run over that real slow here, and then I'll show you another pattern going right up the neck for this rock pattern here. You hear a ton of rock guys doing this, blues guys, rock guys, they all love this kind of stuff. You can either use the fourth finger to get that, or you can use just move your third finger up so you get this. fourths and stuff. All over G there. Another one you can do is, okay, so let's just take one real slow and then move it up here, another pattern. See, I'm getting that open G note ringing there. I keep that ringing on the second pattern, right? And I'm holding these notes, so I got, and then just hammering on with, you know, just putting some notes in. It doesn't have to be that pattern. You can use you could use, you know, whatever pattern you wanted to come up with. Just experiment or bit around with that, right? You know, also other things on the second and third strings. That's over G. That's just on the 12th fret and hammering on the 10th fret, or hammering from the 12th to the 10th. I'm on the second and third string. See how you can get that really dissonant sound by getting all those weird notes in there? That's over a G still. Okay, so we went over that pattern, and then we went over this. It's kind of a country thing, actually. A lot of country guys do that. You'll hear them go up. And this on the 4th string there. Just repeat that pattern, another pattern. So you can just work out your own patterns or copy those ones if you want. I didn't have any thing really worked out there. Okay, I'm going to go right from that and just talk a little bit about open strings, how important they are in the key of in your open guitar keys, like in the key of G and D, A, E, keys like that, a little bit of C. They're not so dominant as in the closed off keys like E flat, you know, F sharp and F and stuff like that. It'd be really hard to do open string licks in there. I'm going to give you an open string. Just an idea of how to use open strings here. So I'm going to give you a real simple song in the key of G, and I'll play an open string intro to it, like I'll show you how to do this here. The main thing about open strings is that the correct way to play them is to make absolutely sure that you let the string ring as long as possible. So you got this. key of G, right? There's your open E, so you got this. What I did there was just that's just a scale there. Just so I don't forget what I did here. I'm on the 7th fret here. I'm playing an F sharp, an A, and the open G. So I'm on the ninth string. Story, there's not 9 strings on the guitar. The 9th fret on the 5th string, the F sharp. And the A. So I got the F sharp, the A, on the 7th fret, 4th string, and I got this, and then I got the open G string, the open 3rd string. So I went like this. Make sure you let the G string ring. Yeah, so I'll just do that slow so you get the idea of what I was doing. Go over to the 4th at the 7th fret, 4th string, 7th fret. That's an A, a C and a B. C on the 3rd string, 5th fret, and then the open B. Make sure you let the open B ring. So here it is slow. All over G. Here it is slow. And then I went to the, that's G, A and B. Make sure you let the open B ring. Move it over a set of strings. Bending the 6th string from the F sharp up to the G. There's another pattern there, just what I was doing there. It just fell into my fingers there, but there's that open string pattern for the rock guys. Went into the key of C. So just real slow here to get. Then into C. D, key of D. Just over that bar D there, right? The C was over this bar. you can move those all over the place. But let's get back to the open string thing I was doing there for the intro to the song. I'm just going to play a simple song like I'm just going to play like a London Bridge thing to give you, and just show you how easy it is to play like a song with open strings. Like I could give myself an open string intro like the one we were working on there. Right? There's tons of open strings things there. I'm not going to try and get through all of them. I'd be here all day. You can experiment with that yourself and try and work some of these out. There's a G chord just with the G and the bass on the 5th string, right? So we were going, I went like this. And then I went into it. So the open string things are all over the place. You just got it. The one I did here was this over G again. Right? It's real slow here. So you want to really be aware of those because they're super important. And if you guys want to know what I was doing there in that song, it was just London Bridge is Falling Down, the kids' nursery rhyme thing. I was trying to think of a song to introduce the. I was just playing it in the melody, just in 2 notes there. Open E, right? Remember I said I was going to use open strings here when I could? That goes to a D. So you're just dropping the 6th string down a fret. A minor, F major 7, an F major 7 with a suspension, 4th added, and then D7. And what I did there is just some harmonics over the 12th fret. I'll play them slow. It's just a little harmonic riff over a G. G there. I'm just hitting a G chord there, and then the harmonic on the 5th fret. Play it with your fingers or your pick. You got to be absolutely sure you get that harmonic on the 5th fret right over the bar, or you won't hear it. Okay, so we were doing a... Oh, sorry. Okay, so in a song like that, I mean, there's... for you guys who are trying to work out songs and chords and stuff, always go with simplicity. That's what I think is the best policy. Play the melody so that people can understand what the song is. Don't try and get really tricky in these things. Don't. You know, don't try and get really slick and tricky in the song. I mean, once you get to be a great guitar player like a Joe Pass or a Wes Montgomery, a George Benson, great jazz guy. You know, Martin Taylor, guys like that, then you can do that kind of stuff. But when you're starting off, keep it simple. If somebody wants to hear this song, right? That's really simple. I mean, I could play this song, I could make it a lot, you know, I could go like a... in real nice jazz chords, but right? But to keep it really basic, I mean, just experiment with just basic. Basic is the best policy to go with, and you can get the really cool jazz version, you know. So basic is the best policy. I'm just trying to think of another song I could demonstrate that to you with. The first thing to do is know the melody of the song, you know. Because if you can't play the melody of the song, then you can't play it. Another simple song, for example, would be, I'm trying to stay in the key of G here because we're talking about all these open string licks and stuff. Another simple song would be like a Christmas carol, like like Here Comes Santa Claus, right? So I'm playing this in the key of G, and I'm playing it really simple. I mean, you can't get any simpler than that. D7. That's just a little kind of a bluesy, like a 6. A lot of guys, like a guy famous for bending these kind of things up, like half-tone little bend things, is Amos Garrett. Does this kind of a. He also does stuff like if I was on a C. He does those type of things. He's a master at doing these type of slur things. That's just over a C. That's just your thirds. Right? I'm using the first and second fingers to back my bend up. And he pre-bends it. He goes like this. Stuff like that. You can do an A key in G. A little sloppy there. That's the idea anyway. But let's get back to what we were doing. We got a little off track here. We were on Here Comes Santa Claus, right? I mean, you couldn't play it. Those are open strings right there. I'm staying in the key of G here just to demonstrate this for you, right? So just a G. D7. And I could play that, I mean, I could play it really complicated, you know, like a. If I wanted to play really jazzy, there's lots of ways I could play it, right? I could go like a. Stuff like that, right? trying to end it off here. Trying to figure an open string lick there to end it off, right? Something simple like that. And what I did there is just, you can hear its dissonance. I could have just demonstrated the open string thing there for you. So you can work those kind of licks out, like I said. A real easy one to give you to just end it off here. Or you can do just thinking of open string licks. There's millions of them, and I'm just giving you ideas. You can work these out yourself. Okay, and the last lick I did there was just a rock lick. Try to slow it down. Or you can play it on the pinch harmonics if you want. Okay, I'm going to end that off for you guys, and I hope you got that. And I'll have another tape coming out soon, and I'll be calling it Guitar for Dummies #2, I guess. So practice those things in the key of G. I know we spend a lot of time in the key of G, but of course there's there's tons of other keys too. There's you know, D and. But that's for another tape. So I hope you got something out of that, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.